It's always bring the hostages home, right? But never what happened to those hostages who were gunned down by the occupation army, waving white
Right.
flags, shouting for help in Hebrew, right?
You don't give a
And
shit
that's
about the hostages. You just bombed all of Gaza. They were
and that's
probably underneath all that rubble somewhere.
It's always release the hostages, but why does Netanyahu keep turning down all of the hostage deals, right? It's always release the hostages, but why did Smotrich say that getting the hostages back was not the most important thing? It's always release the hostages, but never what happened to the guy whose mom claimed that he was gassed to death by the IOF.
Yep. Don't mention the thousands of kids in administrative detention.
It's always release the hostages, but the other day the IOF confirmed that they killed one of their own hostages in an airstrike. Like, anybody who truly believes this is still about hostages is either ignorant or illiterate. You look goofy, okay? And yes, those are people largely protesting like judicial reform or some like quieter, less obtrusive occupation. They want to go back to a time when they could ignore Palestinian suffering in peace, when people could go back to debating two-state solution instead of calling what it is a genocide and a total occupation, right? There are very few actual allies inside 48 right now because true solidarity looks like leaving. Many of them have other passports, and even more are eligible to apply for citizenship elsewhere because they came from elsewhere. And you see people doing that, leaving because supremacy is threatened, just like in South Africa after the fall of apartheid.